Hello and welcome. My name is Jürgen Rinelli, and in my today's episode of the Endpoint Central series, I'll cover the browser module, the browser security. It is an important part in enterprise environments as well, so have fun watching. Browser security. Even that is possible within the Endpoint Central Security Edition. There is the browser module I have opened already, the dashboard showing some basic informations already about the default browser distribution, computer health status, and the categorized or of non-compliant computers. Yeah. Okay, so what is in that browser security? Very often browsers within companies are not safe at all. And we close everything, device control, we do port security, we do patching and data loss prevention and whatever. But the browsers, they often are wide open. So within the browser security, we have the ability, of course, we have within management the groups. We can build up groups here and associate policies to that groups. I will build a group right now, right away for the browser security. I always recommend having for each module, for the most of the modules, let's say, to put it like that, I recommend having specific groups, either static or dynamic groups. Okay, so and let's put in there only those two systems and create group. All right, now let's go back to the browsers, and now we have the groups here. Come back, and there's the browser security group, 2 members, still no policy deployed and extensions distributed. Then we have the website groups. A website group is add websites of similar nature into groups to handle multiple management processes in a single go. Create website group, choose websites manually or upload them from an USB file, and there's always an example of an CSV file, how it looks like. Cool. Let's go back and cancel. I don't need any website groups. Extension repository. Looks like your repository is empty. Yes, it is empty. Add extensions for Google Chrome, Mozilla Firefox, or Edge. Let's have a look about the Chrome browser. What's that? Extensions. Extension type, a web store or upload directly. You can upload directly your extensions or out from the web store. And how to do that? There's always a help. What is an extension identifier? So you have to enter that identifier. Very often this identifier is when you go to the store or when you have that extension in the browser opened, you will find the identifier in the top in the browser URL. So let's have a look what's in Chrome. Okay, let's consider Postman Interceptor as the extension to be added. As I told you, go to the stores and look for that extension you need, and in the bar above you will find the identifier, and this identifier you can put into that dialog. Just change again back. That you can put in here. Now we have policies with an add-on management. Secure your browsers with enterprise approved extensions. Manage extensions. Here, this is yeah, the same thing. Google Chrome, Firefox, Edge, ULA, other Chrome browsers. There's still Internet Explorer in there. Okay, so ULA is the browser from Zoho, Manage Engine, and Google Chrome. Yeah, the same thing. Allow users to install extension, yes or no. By default, extensions distributed through Browser Security Plus will be allow listed. Okay, so here you can allow to install the users or block extensions manually through that identifier again, or through an CSV file you have. And you can have a native message communication allowed or blocked. Okay, and where to pin that extension. This is different a bit from each browser. Okay, cancel. File activity restrictions. Secure your network by blocking downloads uploaded from malicious websites. You can configure that for those browsers. And then there is a threat prevention, data leak prevention. I'll not go into that all in detail because I won't deploy that. It is just possibilities we have in here. Yeah, create data leak prevention policy for Windows. Let's see. It's an easy thing. Print web page, allow or restrict. Yeah. So browser customization, this is a nice thing. Create policy, Windows. Let's do that for the Chrome browser. And let's name that. Okay. So we have content restrictions. We could set up content restrictions for URLs, security restrictions, privacy and safety, and even the GPU rendering. And security restrictions, user account settings, browser sign in, allow, deny, force, homepage and startup. Make new tab as homepage. You could do so. And default new tab page URL. Cool. Save. Then let's go to proxy. Proxy, you could configure a proxy. Auto-detect proxy settings, maybe. We have to save everything here in order to get further. Otherwise, we might lose our configuration. Bookmark management. Add new bookmarks, folder or bookmarks. Yeah, you could enter a new folder and import even basic bookmarks you want to provide. Default browser, yeah, let's set that Chrome browser as the default browser in that case, and let's save that. Yes, and there are some legacy settings. Legacy same site, cookie behavior, specific URLs, turn on encryption standard. We could configure that. Publish. I will leave that simple as it is right now. Okay, it is published. And now we have to deploy that. Deploy to computers and available computers, selected computers. I will deploy that now to which one? Yeah, this one. And install extension. We have to install the extension on that browser then in the computer. Installing extension to specific computers. There is how to do that. So in order you don't want to deploy the extension to all the systems, you can do that with the on manually on specific systems. All right, and that's done with the add-on settings. If you want to configure it for every system, install browser security extension on managed browsers. You can enable tracking of users' web activity if you wish, and even of intranet web activity. Remind, take care, not everything will be will be allowed within specific countries, maybe. So take care what you track of the user activity. Okay. Then let's go back to the policies. We have configured the browser customization. There is a browser routing. Create policy to start routing web traffic to specific browsers. Chrome, Firefox, Edge. There's a browser lockdown. Restrict access to, yeah, of course, Internet Explorer. Let's restrict that. And then there is a Java Manager. This is only for the Internet Explorer. Yeah, it is map Java versions in Internet Explorer to web applications based on their specific requirements. Then we have a web filter. We can restrict users from access unauthorized websites. It looks like that. It's not really complicated to configure. There's a web isolation. Looking forward to securely handle enterprise and non-enterprise websites in a single browser. Isolate web now. And isolate websites in a specific browser, but this is applicable only for Edge and Internet Explorer browsers from that version onwards. Browser restriction. Allow or deny users access to specific browsers. Okay, allow list, Chrome, and let's have the Edge, allow list. Now we have to name it. Allow browsers. Save. And we can create a block for whatever those browsers are. Yeah, Vivaldi, I know. Okay. And block. All right. That's easy. And it is still a draft. We have to publish that policy for, in order to get it out on the systems. Then there are insights. That's our dashboards about the browsers, what's out there, vulnerabilities. If we have the browser extension installed and such, we see the installed computers where we do have those browsers, plugins, how many plugins are installed, and the extensions. So let's have a look what kind of plugins are installed there. You see everything in here. And the extensions as well with the identifier. So this helps you to create block lists or within the management when we want to have that extensions blocked. Okay, let's go back to the insights. Browser add-ins, computers, web activities, scan computers. If you want to have a scan right now, again, you can enable that browser scan. Last scan has been performed at yesterday. So let's scan that browser, and there is a schedule you can initiate. So let's have a daily scan, maybe on at 12 o'clock. Every day, save changes, done. Compliance. Here we have BSB, default compliance, stick compliance, and CIS compliance. How does it look like? The BSP, even by configurations, we see the criticality and the what is on which systems, and we go back here by configurations, and we can have it fixed. When we click on that, we can go and fix it. I'm not going to do that now. And there is stick compliance, they are built differently on the compliance needs. Even here you can fix it. Okay. The add-on settings we already covered. Install browser security extension on any of the systems or have it specifically on specific systems only enabled. What I'm missing is here a dialog to select groups to deploy it automatically or not. Cool. An overview about the browser security possibilities within Endpoint Central. That's it for today. Browser security within Endpoint Central. See you soon.